I am standing in one of my favorite hidden gem neighborhoods, Desert Shores. I'm gonna take you live, walking around and then driving around, of course, to learn more about what's going on here and like what they have to offer. But as I was getting out of my car, I just have to show you this. It's so funny. Oops. Look at these guys. Hey guys. So one thing I was going to talk to you about is the fact that Desert Shores has ducks. Really awesome little waddlers that live here. And they actually came up to my car while I was about to go live and scared the ever-loving crap out of me. So I'm going to walk over here and just show you a little bit about what Desert Shores has to offer. My friend came with me today because I don't want to drive and try to operate a camera. So once we return to the car, I'm going to hand it off to him. He's going to aim the camera outward so we can kind of look at some of the houses and some of the neighborhoods. Hey Ed, thanks for joining me live. But in any case, I love Desert Shores. It is by far one of my absolute favorites for a number of reasons. I have a bunch of facts and figures about houses and about prices and all that I'm going to walk through. But I just want to show you the best part about this place first. Okay, so we're going to start over here. Desert Shores has a really awesome clubhouse for a lot of the neighborhood. Now, this is a large neighborhood. I think they said it was 682 acres is the entirety of Desert Shores. So I love that. We are adjacent to Summerlin. So if you've been watching my channel or the Cerrone Group channel for any amount of time, you know as well as I do that Summerlin is by far one of the most popular places to want to move here. Oops, hold on, let me fix my gimbal. I don't think it's working. Nope, we're working. So Summerlin is amazing. This is not inside of Summerlin. We are adjacent to Summerlin just by about 2 blocks. But I love the fact that you're not in Summerlin because you're not paying the Summerlin extra HOA fees. So this has typically 1 HOA for Desert Shores. They're broken up by different smaller neighborhoods, so it just really depends on where the house is. But we are right now in front of a really cool clubhouse that all of the people who live here have the opportunity to use. Hey Claudia, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm learning how to operate my my little gimbal here, so bear with me guys. So we're walking around and we're looking at some of the really cool things about Desert Shores. I want to walk you over here because it's called Desert Shores for a reason, my friends. So, oh my goodness, my gimbal does not want to work for me today. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'm having some technical difficulties. Okay. Hello. All right, so let me flip this camera for you, and you will see. So we're right next to the awesome Desert Shores Clubhouse where it bumps up to a bunch of really great restaurants, by the way, some of my favorites, and this beautiful man-made lake. So Desert Shores has actually 4 man-made lakes, which I love. That's where those little ducky poos that I showed you before come and live. And then they've also got this gorgeous clubhouse that gives you an opportunity to come into the Lagoon style swimming pool. It's got a little beach, picnic area, volleyball, playground. It's pretty rad. So if you live here, you can utilize this space, you know, as a community member. You can also bring friends and families through here to have a good time. So I'm gonna walk through just a little. I can't do too much of a tour because I'm not a member, but I wanted to show you the Lagoon style, beach side, amazing pool. They've also got this awesome area where you can rent it out or reserve it for special events and things like that. And then again, it's all just for members. I do love the ducks, and the ducks are probably the biggest part and the most attractive part for a lot of the people who live here. They become kind of community pets. Everybody takes care of them. There are fish as well in the beautiful lakes that they've made, and they've got turtles and just all kinds of really cool wildlife. So believe it or not, Las Vegas has wildlife, and Desert Shores does a really beautiful job of keeping it clean and making sure that the ducks are taken care of and all the goodies that go along with it. So as I mentioned before, we're going to drive around. I'm going to show you the 3 or 4 man-made lakes that they have. I'm going to walk you through some of the costs of the homes in this neighborhood so you can get an understanding. And then I'm going to give you the cross streets. Because I'm live, I'm not going to be able to put a graphic on the screen showing you where we are in Las Vegas. You can certainly Google Desert Shores, but and I have a cough drop in my mouth, sorry, but more so than anything, I'll give you the outside cross streets so you can kind of look on the map and get an understanding of where we are. Again, we're Summerlin adjacent, so it's pretty rad. That's all I have to say. The photo that I took for the thumbnail of this video is actually in Desert Shores in front of one of those lakes. So you know, you can tell this is kind of one of my favorite places. I'm here every weekend because my son works for a business that's located in the business park next to all those really rad restaurants. One of my favorite restaurants is Marché Bacchus, which is a French restaurant and a wine store. The best. Okay, we're gonna get in the car. My friend Jake. Hey, Jake.
Hello.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friends.
I'm gonna hand the phone to Jake. Phone to Jake. Say hi, Jake. Hi, Jake. Everybody comment and say hi, Jake, please. All right, before we take off, let me give you some of the stats about Desert Shores, and then what we'll do is I'm gonna have Jake flip the camera so you can look out the window while we drive around, and I'll show you all those man-made lakes. Maybe we'll pull over and say hi to some duckies, I'm not sure. And we'll see what happens. All right, so Desert Shores, 682 acres, 4 man-made lakes. Again, the lagoon style swimming pool surrounded by the beach, picnic, volleyball area, playground, etc. The community offers docks with like paddle boating and fishing. So if you're a member, you're allowed to come and take part in that, which is kind of cool. Ed says hi. Edward's actually going to be here because he was our winner of our Chiefs game giveaway.
Oh, dude, congrats to Edward. It's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a great time. We did mention the 2,100 square foot clubhouse that's going to allow you to come in and do private parties and things like that. Ooh, my cough drop just, the menthol, ooh, that just hit me. Which is really cool. And like I said, we're located directly next to a really cool business park that has tons of beautiful restaurants, one of my favorites, obviously, as well as just lakeside experiences. You can get married here. There's just a lot of really cool stuff going. Before I keep going, sorry, I'm just choking on the menthol of my cough drop. If you have questions about living in Vegas, about Desert Shores specifically, or anything related to just anything, just drop a comment below. Before I'm done with the live stream, I'll pull over. I'll make sure I try to address as many of those questions as I can. I'm not doing it while I'm driving though. You know that. Okay. Right now in Desert Shores, there are only 35 homes available for sale. I just looked at it this morning as of today, which is a Saturday, which is pretty much what's going to be until Monday because normally homes get listed each week. So right now the condos, there are some condos over here. I have some clients actually who live just down the street. They range from anywhere from $199,000 to $220,000. So pretty affordable. They don't have too many rental restrictions. I don't think they allow you to do Airbnb, but if you were looking to possibly have that as like a vacation rental and you could rent out, or friends and family, or if you wanted to rent it to a long-term person or long-term tenant, really good investment. And the location cannot be beat. I'm going to talk about the awesome amenities in this location here in a minute. So condos range from $199,000 to $220,000. You've got townhomes that are ranging from $370,000 to $415,000. Man. That just hit me. $370,000 to $415,000 for a townhome. And then some of the single family homes are ranging anywhere from $435,000 all the way up to $2.2 million. Now those $2.2 million homes and the range up in that higher bracket are kind of right behind me here. And a lot of those homes are actually backed up against this beautiful man-made lake. I believe Desert Shores was built in like the early 90s. I'm not quite sure of the exact year. So for those of you, I think I saw a comment come up about, for Vegas being low on water, it sure is interesting that you have all these man-made lakes and all this water. Yeah, you're right. There weren't restrictions back then. So it's not like they're going to drain the lake and end this entire community. No, they're probably just going to restrict anything moving forward as things get a little bit more hairy with the water situation. So I'm going to start driving. We're going to drive you around. Again, I'm going to show you the lakes and things like that. If you want to pull up the Google map or something on the side while you're watching me, you can Google Desert Shores, of course. And then you want me to roll down? The outlying streets that we're going to be staying within, the square essentially is Lake Mead Boulevard, Buffalo, Rampart, and Cheyenne. So if you just can't, for some reason, find find Desert Shores, just simply look up like Cheyenne and then zoom in and try to find Rampart, Buffalo, Lake Mead, and Cheyenne. We're right there. It's pretty easy to see on the map, guys, because it's water. It's blue. So I'm sure you're going to be able to find me. Okay, let's go for a drive. You ready, Jake?
Let's do it.
So then you'll just hit this little button right here. And one time. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to drive. We'll keep it angled and we'll see how we do. I'm going to drive and show you guys the really cool shopping center that I just mentioned that has that French restaurant that I love, along with Village Pub and just so many good food restaurants and options here. And this is inside the neighborhood of Desert Shores. This isn't even like, something that the rest of the community has access to. I mean, I come up here and I don't live here, but it's genuinely where a lot of the community members choose to stay. I believe there is a Jewish community center up here as well. I often see a lot of the families walking. Oh, you gotta put your seatbelts on, sir. You don't want to get a ticket, do you?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to fumble here for a second.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
All right, thanks, Jake. All right, so here's, this is that shopping center that I just mentioned, just right next to, basically located directly next to the awesome community center that I just showed
look, there's
you.
a rabbi.
There's a rabbi walking around. All right. Straight ahead of us is Diamond Bay, which is a subsection of Desert Shores. That's something for you guys to be aware of. You know, just because I say Desert Shores doesn't mean all the houses are going to have the same types of amenities. Some of them are subdivisions within Desert Shores that are gated or have a guard gate and things like that. And those are usually the more expensive homes. The standard, you know, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 home may or may not have access to that. So I'm going to just pull up here and let you just see the beautiful view of the lake. This beautiful bridge that goes over the lake and all the little boats that are docked and the paddle boats, and it's just so serene and so beautiful up here. And this, I'm telling you guys, is like 5 minutes from Summerlin.
You even see this little sidewalk.
Yeah, beautiful walking paths. The ducks are all over the place. We're gonna definitely stop and see some ducks, I'm pretty sure. So I love it. In fact, this is where I took that photo for the thumbnail, just to give you guys perspective. If you want to go take a good look at my face in that photo. So like I said before, you got single family homes. I hope everybody can hear me. Can someone comment? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I just want to make sure I'm not too far away. Pull it in just a little bit so that it's closer. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you. I had a friend that was supposed to do this with me today and they canceled. So Jake is my pitter. I appreciate you. So we are driving by some of these townhomes that I mentioned before that are ranging, you know, in the $300,000 to $400,000 range. It is gated. It does look like that's a gated segment. And then
they can hear you.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Charlotte Primrose. Hey, Shuggy Poo. All right. There's so many families that do a lot of like walkable activities in this neighborhood, and I think that's important to mention because so many people ask me when it comes to Vegas, you know, what's a walkable area? Where can I live that's going to allow me to walk around and not have to put my butt in a hot car in the hot summer? This is a really beautiful walkable neighborhood. I'm not going to say it's walkable to everything, but you will definitely have access to grocery, most of the medical needs that you're going to, you know, be needing access to, as well as like restaurants, things like that, just by walking around. So right now we're on the back side of this neighborhood. I'm going to drive through to show you some houses too, guys, so just hang tight. This is about the $400,000, $500,000 range neighborhood that we're going to pop into here in a moment. But I wanted to come around the other side. This is my favorite view of the lake. Here we come.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the mountains behind the lake.
That.
Like, imagine living here, even if you don't live off of the lake, but just imagine living here and having this to experience every single weekend. Everyone in this neighborhood is constantly walking their dogs, fishing at the lake, walking with their kids, playing at the playground. It's a really community-centered and community-focused area of town. I'm going to stop for a moment and take them in to see these little baby duckies, because you know I do love the ducks. Jake, what are you doing?
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
There we go. I just wanted to get the
Isn't
side
this
panel.
gorgeous? Yeah. So I'm going to pull off real quick and get out and show you guys some of the wildlife. And then we're going to go drive through some of the neighborhoods and see what's what. Thank you, Jake. All right. Thank you. I'll be back in a minute. He's a good sport. He's super duper helping me today. Okay. Let's walk over here. Just look at this. Oh my God. See all the people walking around? Beautiful. I almost killed myself. I'm fine though. Nobody worry. The water is so freaking blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. You got ducks and swans, and turtles are constantly popping their head out of this water. I just freaking love it. Hey Olivia. Hey girl, how are you? Thanks for joining. I was wondering if you saw my promotion for this. I'm glad to see you here. I'm going to drive you guys through the neighborhoods and show you some of the houses too. I can't go into any houses today, but we will be doing that. We'll be doing some of these where we drive and then we open the door and then we walk into a house. So a lot of times if you come out here to do some fishing, what's really cool is, hey Brent, thanks for joining us, is that a lot of these ducks will just come right up to you. Now, I'm not hugely a fan of having ducks approach me. I just, frankly, I'm kind of scared of birds. Let's just have a talk about that another time. But these guys are super friendly. I mean, like I said, they've been raised within this community. They're used to having people feed them and kind of be a part of their life. So it's kind of a fun experience just seeing how kind they are and how sweet they are. And there's not as many as usual. Actually, this normally has like tons and tons of ducks. Oh, never mind. They're right behind me. I lied. Look at these guys. Hey, guys. Hey, Fatso. How you doing? How you doing? Look at Mother Head over here. It's so funny. Of course, there's pigeons. We all have pigeons, but look at this guy. Now, if my friend Joe Garcia, who is on our team on the Cerrone Group, if she was here, she would be trying to pick up these guys because she used to live on a farm. Last time we were here, we were doing a video about, there's like 5 things you could do off the strip. It's on my channel. 5 things you can do off the strip in under 30 minutes or under 20 minutes away. And we showed up here and she went and just whoop, picked up a duck, like no problem, like without any hesitation, whoop, just swooped it up right under her arm. And I freaked out. I'm like, don't touch it, you know, but she was raised on a farm and obviously did not grow up here in Las Vegas. So Joe Garcia also speaks Spanish. If anybody's looking to buy a home and they need a Spanish-speaking realtor, we can offer that too. So there's my sales pitch. Okay, back in the car we go. Now, I'm gonna be able to show you some of those homes that we were talking about. Okay, thank you, sir. Before I do that, let me give you a few more facts. Okay, so like I said, the convenience factor for this neighborhood is off the charts, off the freaking charts. Adjacent to Summerlin, the most popular, oh, somebody just waved, the most popular, most sought after community in all of Las Vegas, honestly, that and Henderson, we all know that. But you're adjacent to it, so you don't pay for those HOA fees. It is so awesome. You save money and you get to be right there. And I'm sorry, but this is prettier than Summerlin if you ask me. If you were looking to wonder what the heck I could get into around this neighborhood, what's close? What do you mean by convenient? In less than a mile, they have medical facilities, a gym, cleaners, ATM, pharmacy, movies, gas, coffee, and groceries, multiple. From an outdoor perspective, in 1 mile, 1 mile from here, there's a beautiful golf club if you like to golf. There's a dog park that's 1.8 miles. Springs Preserve Park, I can't talk today, is 5.6 miles away. And within 10 miles of this location, which 10 miles seems like a far way to me, but I'm from Vegas and everything's really close. But 10 miles away, within 10 miles, 28 golf courses, 27 parks, 5 dog parks. From a food perspective, in the 5 mile radius, now we're getting smaller, 5 miles, we've got 150, more than 150 food outlets and restaurants with 130 price. I don't know what the hell moderately priced means, but that's what's happening. And schools is always a big conversation. That's usually why Summerlin and, oh, hello. Hi, just give me a little peeky there. That's why Summerlin is so popular, right? Because the schools are rated so highly. This neighborhood specifically is zoned for Eisenberg Elementary, which is a 6 rating. I don't know what the ratings mean. Go look it up on ccsd.net. Becker Middle School, which is a 7 rating, and Cimarron High School, which is a 3 rating.
Cimarron's a nice school.
It's a nice school. It does not have a high rating, so maybe it's like the lower the better. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't remember. My kids are much older now, and so I don't look at that. But Cimarron's a 3 rating, so I don't know what those ratings mean. And what I like to tell people who are looking to move here, when it comes to schools, do your freaking research, okay? Go to ccsd.net, look at the options that you have. We have public schools, we have magnet schools, we have special education programs, we have experiential learning, we have private schools, you name it, we've got it. So don't let the fact that we're rated so low from a state nationally affect your viewpoint of possibly moving to Las Vegas. Okay. Are you ready, Jake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cimarron's a great school, by the way. We both grew up here, so I'm just going to say that right now. They've got a good debate team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All righty. Here we go. All right, we're going to go drive around and see if we can find some houses, show you guys the inside of some of these little subdivisions, and maybe another of the man-made lakes. Thank you again for holding the awesome camera. I might have to employ you as my new cameraman. Jake, I know you weren't planning on being on camera, so I won't make you be on camera, but can I ask you questions about growing up here?
Yeah.
So in growing up in Vegas, you and I both grew up kind of on the east side, where, you know, our families didn't make a lot of money, right? So we both grew up on the east side of town where it was a little bit more affordable, and really, this area wasn't really around, right?
Not at all, yeah. Growing up, the farthest, like, Summerlin was barely 1 street. It was just like it stopped at Town Center.
Yep, absolutely. So it's interesting to me to see that, like, it's now the most sought after area, and then that people often forget about these beautiful little subsections like Desert Shores. Do you have friends that live out here?
I have a little bit. Most of my friends are generally around like the UNLV area.
Got it.
But
Central town.
From somebody who used to work in the nightclubs out here for a long time, the majority of the people who work in the quote unquote the industry, which is the day clubs and nightclubs, move out to the west.
You got it. West and southwest for sure.
Yeah.
This is Diamond Bay. This is that one area I was talking about with some of the more expensive, pricier homes. You can push it out a little bit. There you go. And I'm gonna try to pull into some of these non-gated homes here in a minute. Sorry for the wall. We'll get you guys a better view here in just
It's a nice wall though,
It's a
I have
beautiful
to
wall.
say. It's a beautiful wall.
Here's another view of the lake. Again, it wraps all in and around and throughout the entire neighborhood. So it's really kind of cool that you don't have to be on a lakeside, the lakeside of the community to enjoy it. They've weaved them in and out of the neighborhoods to really give you a great experience.
I think there's only like 3 or 4 lake communities in
There
Las
are
Vegas.
only 3 or 4. You are correct.
You have what? You have
Lake Las Vegas. You have Desert Shores.
the South Lakes, or North
And then
Lakes?
the lakes. They're called
Yeah.
the lakes. Yeah. Okay, so let's pull through here and we're going to show you what some of the normal, and I say normal meaning kind of average, moderately priced homes kind of look like. Again, we're going to do some tours where we'll walk you through those in future live streams, but this is just to give you kind of an idea of kind of size and just the grandeur of these homes on the outside. The neighborhoods are extremely clean. Desert Shores is an extremely clean neighborhood. I've always been super impressed with that, you know, I don't believe that it's because the HOA is needling people. I think it's just pride in ownership. I think people really love their homes here and they take good care of them. So beautiful, beautiful homes. This is an ungated, a non-gated, sorry. Did that flip around?
Yeah.
Here, I'll help you. This bad boy.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends. It sometimes gets a little wacky. So
Do you know how many different models there are in these neighborhoods?
there's so many dozens because they had multiple builders come out and be a part of the process, just like maybe similar to like Summerlin as well as Inspirata. Multiple builders are involved in building out the community in different phases. So from a model perspective, I couldn't give that breakdown, but I will tell you they have single stories available. They've got 2 stories available. They've got ungated and gated. It all just depends on what you're really looking for. From a price perspective, I'm going to go back and revisit that. I just want to revisit that again so everybody's aware. Right now, the 35 homes that are available for sale in the Desert Shores community, you've got condos ranging from $200,000 to $220,000. You've got townhomes ranging from $370,000 to $415,000. And then you've got single family homes that are anywhere from $435,000 up to $2.2 million. So
Wow.
really, really beautiful, beautiful opportunities and really the gamut from a price perspective. So if you're not $1 million homeowner, no problem. If you want to buy a condo, you still can participate and be a part of this beautiful community and not have to spend $1 million. So I'm just a big believer in helping people understand that whether you're investing for long term and you're just going to buy it as a rental home or you're buying for yourself, like this is a beautiful neighborhood to consider. And it's not in Summerlin, and nothing against Summerlin. Summerlin's amazing, but there's more to Las Vegas than Summerlin and Henderson. So I'm going to pull through another one of these communities here in just a second. Just wanted to kind of drive around, give you guys the vibe. Last time I was here, I actually had to stop because there was a duck crossing. There was an entire line of ducks with their babies behind them crossing the street, and the entire neighborhood just stops. Like nobody gets them out of the way. You stop and you wait for them to cross. It's kind of like in Ireland when the sheep are crossing. You just gotta wait. It's just how it works. So I'm gonna pull around here and hopefully we can get into another area over here. But once again, coming around this back side here, look at this beautiful lake. It's coming up.
So it's so cute and affordable.
Yes, really beautiful. Look at this. Look,
Man, look at all the duckies.
Look at the duckies. This is where the ducks were crossing actually last time I was here. See, so you can see over on the lake, there's some awesome like paddle boats that are set up on the little docks for some of the community members, and really just awesome
Yeah,
experiences.
some boats down there.
Yeah, I love it so much.
I think you could rent those, right? They're
Yeah,
like the paddle boats.
Yep, I think they let you actually reserve them as being a part of the community.
What's the temperature today?
Oh goodness, it is 76 degrees right now. Yep.
It's
so
beautiful.
If you're on the coast, my friend, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, we're wearing t-shirts, shorts.
It's awesome. All right, here's another neighborhood. Again, this is probably in the $400,000 to $500,000 range, maybe even low threes or high threes. Pardon me. Just want to show you guys just the vibe. This is just all. It's a vibe. Desert Shores is definitely a vibe. It's got a little bit of a Southwest vibe to it because this was built in the 90s. That was kind of the focus back then. But many of the homeowners have gone above and beyond to really do some nice upgrades on these gorgeous homes inside. So they may not look ultra angular and modern on the outside, but I'm going to tell you right now, these homeowners love their freaking houses. This neighborhood looks a lot like the one we just went through.
Nice.
Same sort of setup, which is great.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet over here too, which is nice.
Very quiet.
Which is not very common to Vegas.
Oh, want me to help?
Yeah, how do I fix this?
I think it just goes, oops. All right, sorry guys, give us a second. We're having technical difficulties. Okay, so go to the left, just nudge it to the
Where are the 3 hospitals located? I'm in the medical field and think of moving to Vegas, but not sure where, if in relation to hospitals.
Yeah, so from a hospital perspective, if you Google, I can't tell you the exact locations just because I'm driving, but if you Google Desert Shores, it does have medical. The medical district is actually just down the street from here because we're in an area of town called Lone Mountain. We're not in Lone Mountain, but we're right near it. So we've got probably within the range of where we are here, I would say within 5 miles, you've got at least 2 hospitals, maybe 7 miles. You've got at least 2 hospitals. That's a guesstimate because I don't have my map in front of me. But if you're in the medical field, we are actually off of the medical district right now. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. I hope I answered. If you have more questions or genuinely want us to give you exact specifics, there is a link in the description below. We would love to talk to anybody who's just even thinking about Vegas in general. We're not going to try to sell you. We're not going to pressure you, but we will give you the information you need and be happy to take the call. So click the link in the description and we'll set up a phone call with you and we'll get it going.
Yeah, and there's some incredible hospitals here too.
Yeah, we've got, and you know, Vegas is really leveled up from a medical field perspective with UNLV becoming a tier 1 school, and they're trying to really add the addition to the medical school to that campus. I think it's really elevating our offerings. I think it's going to be a little while before we see it fully play out, but I'm really, really proud of the city for that very reason. Okay, guys, I'm going to go over here and pull over next to the lake again, and I'm going to answer some of your questions. Thanks for helping me, Jake. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the UNLV School of Medicine just opened within the last 2 years.
Ago, yeah.
It's highly funded, and they're bringing in a lot of expertise and a lot of grad students. Yeah, it's going to be good. I think in about 10 years, our city is going to be considered, you know, when it comes to that field, is going to really be considered as a place to really want to go. So I'm excited to see Vegas evolving in that manner. I believe Vegas is like also one of a few cities that has multiple trauma centers located inside of it. Yes. Look at you, Mr. Facts. I did not expect you to bring these facts to my live feed today. I also went to UNLV. You are an alumni of UNLV. Yes, you are. If you guys want to check out my friend Jake, he has a podcast. It's called the Guest List Podcast, Jake Gallen. He's awesome. He's an entrepreneur in Vegas and kind of having a lot of fun out here telling people what is what when it comes to our city. You could listen to Las Vegas Gal on my own YouTube channel. I did Jake Gallen. I was part of that. That was almost a year ago already. I had to pull over here. How crazy is that? I'm breaking the law. I'm totally breaking the law right now. Hey Jake, your podcast is awesome. What's up, Brent? Hey Brent. All right, I'm totally parked on the wrong side of the street, but that's okay. All right, friends. Thank you again. This has been super fun. It was a little bit of an experiment. Thanks. I'm gonna put that down right here. This is hello. Hi. Oh, we're gonna go back up. Hi. So this is a little bit of an experiment for us today to try to do the drive and talk and walk and do all those things. Let me revisit the information about this place one more time. And then I'm gonna tell you how you can reach out to us. Should I just tell you now? I'll just tell you now. Click the link in the description below. That's number 1. So right now we've basically got 682 acres. Desert Shores is 682 acres, 4 man-made lakes, 1 lagoon-style swimming pool surrounded by the beach area that I showed you over at that awesome community center, the picnic area, the volleyball playground, community docks for paddle boating and fishing, and a lot of, it's so sweet seeing like the moms and dads take their kids out here fishing on the weekends. It's the best. 2,100 square foot clubhouse that has private party areas, things like that for you. There are 35 homes only right now at this location available for sale today. Now, that's going to change. Tomorrow it's going to be 32 or it might be 47. It's whatever. You guys know we have a limited inventory problem, right? We've got a really big problem right now in Vegas that our team is doing an amazing job overcoming with our clients, and we're winning on a daily basis with writing offers and getting them into the homes that they want. But just want to preface, we do have limited inventory. So prices have been going up. And what does that mean, my friends? That means if you buy now, as the prices continue to go up, you will be able to take advantage. Okay, I know I have ADD, but I have to show you these cute ducks. Hold on. Look at these guys. Look at them waddling. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at them. How freaking cute is that? Okay, I had to stop. Okay, so all of those things are great. So the range of prices is really, really affordable. You've got condos from 200,000 to 220. You can rent those out long term. It's awesome, really good investment. We're adjacent to Summerlin, so again, you're gonna be able to take advantage of all of Summerlin's really cool amenities. See, these guys are stopping for the ducks. It's amazing. You've got townhomes, 370 to 415, single family residential homes, 435 all the way up to 2.2 million. And we would be happy to sell you a $2.2 million home if you'd like to buy that through us. Cheyenne, Buffalo, Rampart, and Lake Mead is kind of the surrounding area as far as the streets that, I don't know, pull all of this together into one community. In less than a mile, you've got medical facilities, a gym, cleaners, ATM, pharmacy, movies, gas, coffee, and groceries. You've got outdoors galore. Again, we're close to Red Rock. You're probably a 15-minute drive from Red Rock, maybe 20. Within 5 miles, you've got Over 150 food and restaurants, and 136 of them are moderately priced. And again, 28 golf courses, 27 parks, and 5 dog parks within a 10-mile radius. So I don't know about you, but Desert Shores should be on your freaking list if it's not. If you are thinking about moving to Vegas, or you just like visiting and you just like watching our content, please do me a favor, comment below. Let me know what kind of videos you're looking for us to do. We're going to be doing live videos twice a week, Saturdays and Thursdays. So stay tuned, mark your calendar, get excited, my friends. And good news for you, it won't always be this face. In fact, today it was supposed to be one of the other team members, but we had a buyer come in from out of town at the last minute. And what do? We run with it, baby. So I took over. I decided to do it. This is really going to be a channel where we give you an opportunity to get to know the rest of the Cerrone Group. I know you know me. If you follow my channel, you know me, and I love you, and I want to know more about you. But I've really taken a lot of time and effort to hand pick and hand choose some of those amazing, loving, and Las Vegas loving realtors in all of Las Vegas. And these guys have my heart. So I want you to get to know them. I want you to understand that this team is here collectively to take care of you. It's not just me. I am one human, guys. I am one human. So it's not just me anymore. It's an awesome group of team members who I love, and I know you're gonna love too. If you've had a great experience with our team already, if you could comment below and say that, or just let us know what we could improve, that would also be really a wonderful thing. And that's gonna do it for me today. I'm super excited that you tuned in. I didn't think I was gonna get anybody, so thank you for tuning in. And again, Thursdays and Saturdays. Next Thursday, we're gonna do some model home walkthroughs, a brand new community that just opened up in the north, I believe it's the northwest side of town. Rachel Gaston and Robin Robena, 2 of our awesome agents, are gonna be hosting that together. They are a hoot. They're gonna have a great time. I don't know that I'm gonna be there to make sure that they watch what comes out of their mouths. So tune in for some shenanigans, because I'm sure that's what's gonna be. Love you. Thank you. Go enjoy your day. I'm gonna enjoy 76-degree weather here in Las Vegas.